Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Monday, the 3rd of March. A former US Defence Department official believes his country will still work for a Ukraine ceasefire. President Volodymyr Zelensky's weekend meeting with Donald Trump turned hostile and he left the White House early. European and Canadian leaders have gathered in London for peace talks, but Jeffrey Price says the world needs some resolution.
The problem is that we've got the Americans, we've got the Europeans, we've got the Ukrainians and the Russians, so it's a complicated negotiation. The last time we had something that's similar to me was the war in Bosnia in the 90s.
A nurses' union isn't surprised by how many Kiwi accredited nurses are registering in Australia. Nearly 12,000 made the most of a Trans-Tasman registration pathway in the year ending June 2024, out of nearly 14,500 health workers signing up. Nearly 8,000 nurses went the year before. Nurses organisation Kai Whakahaere Kiri Nuku says Australia's better wages, work conditions and safer ratios means it's likely to continue.
That's attractive for many of the nurses to go and work in an environment, to use their skills and to be paid and recognised for that.
Serious financial and organisational issues at Wellington Water. A scathing report has addressed a whistleblower claim about the possibility of fraud in its procurement process. An investigation found one case of fraud and highlighted a lack of preventive safeguards. Police are now investigating an employee who no longer works at the agency. The water company was also found to not have enough oversight in contracting work. It was paying nearly 3 times more per kilometre of pipe maintenance than the comparable council average. Wellington Water says work's underway on wide-ranging improvements and getting better value for money. Dozens of protesters are waiting outside Whangarei District Court for a well-known black market medicinal cannabis provider's appearance. Stuff reports police raided Green Ferry Paul Smith, better known as Gandalf, last week. It's understood the 66-year-old supplied hundreds of people with issues like chronic pain and insomnia. Protest coordinator Maki Herbert says he shouldn't be charged, and this is about equity.
There's plenty of people that are growing their own because they can't afford the legal version. And the legal version has always been available to those that could afford it.
Pope Francis is in a stable condition after a serious coughing fit on Friday. He's been having treatment for pneumonia in hospital for more than 2 weeks. International correspondent Gavin Gray told Andrew Dickens he's had a peaceful night.
He received extra oxygen support, but we're being told he was not intubated. In other words, did not have one of those breathing tubes down his throat.
The government's trying to hit the mark on work-life balance as it announces it'll have a new police training site in Auckland, allowing recruits to train without having to leave home. To sport, New Zealand has a new national record holder in the women's mile. Paris Olympian Maya Ramsden's clocked 4 minutes, 21.56 seconds at an indoor meet in Boston, blitzing the mark set by Kim Smith in 2008 by 2.58 seconds. 2 Raiders players, Xavier Savage and Joseph Tapine, face NRL suspensions following the win over the Warriors. And Scott Dixon has finished the best of the Kiwis in second in the opening IndyCar race of the season at St Petersburg. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.